Fucking hell, lads. I am tired, to say the least. But it's a fresh week. It's a fresh day. We're gonna crack on with the shit that we need to do. Here is the newly made habit contract number 2. Just posting, waiting for last week's vlogs to upload. It's 12:45 on Monday. I'm gonna be up in a bit longer than like 5.5 hours, so I'm gonna probably leave my monitor on to upload, and I'm gonna get some sleep.
Oh my gosh. Filmed so many of these clips. Okay. 7:41. I just got texted by an old mate of mine. Anyway, 7:41. I've posted one short form, one long form, 60 minutes of reading, and I got 1% better on the markets. What I found jokes earlier was sitting on the Discord group chat on Top Step. So Top Step has a little Discord, and I was on the community support bit. I was just looking through because my Top Step X wasn't loading, and then I got flooded by messages because everyone else's platforms weren't loading. And oh my god, just touch grass. These guys were just rambling on about losing their fundeds or copy trading 5 accounts and losing them all because they couldn't access the Top Step X platform, and it was so jokes because it reminded me of when I was on the come up in trading. I'd get really annoyed when something that is out of my control impacted me not being able to go on the markets, whether it be me going up to London to help my dad whether it be me going up to I didn't realise this was on. Me going up to London to help my dad work, and he says that I can go on the markets when I'm there, and I don't end up going on it, and it's just something that's out of my control. Today was another example of that. Now, I have matured. I've been on the markets long enough that I understand that you can't be getting annoyed at stuff that is out of your control, and in life in general. That's a good life lesson. But hey ho, stuff happens, and yeah, we've gotten that 1% better today, boys. Whether we did trade or we didn't trade, it doesn't matter. We got that 1% better. And one thing that's really just hit home with me today, the lesson. So I'm probably going to get one lesson each day that I learn that is valuable to me in the future and that I can work on for the next few days so that it becomes a repeated habit. The lesson that I learned today is just get the hard shit out of the way first. Now, I've been procrastinating doing these sticky notes. Now, they might seem small to you, but they've been really getting on my nerves recently. Think and Grow Rich cheat sheet, Atomic Habits cheat sheet. Now these, a little just description of what these are. The last book I read was Atomic Habits. This is my second time reading Think and Grow Rich, and the cheat sheets are basically just a page that has a description of like each chapter and the lessons that you can learn from it, so that I don't have to read the whole book again, because everyone knows that when you read a book, you can probably condense the lessons that you learn from it or the stuff that is actually like valuable all down to one page. So the cheat sheet just helps me when I'm looking back over my notes and I'm trying to imprint the lessons into my brain. So yeah, I've been procrastinating doing that because I just wanted to get the easy stuff out of the way. And that's got to change. I'm a hard-headed guy. I understand how my brain works. And on top of that, lust. Lust hasn't been in my life in 20 days. Nicotine hasn't been in my life for 20 days. These are some of the best 20 days I've ever had. Like, obviously when you're young, I say you're unconscious because you can't think about anything. You don't understand anything about the world. You can't control anything you do. But nowadays, I haven't had nicotine. I haven't been in the lust region. I can control my subconscious mind. And even just reading through Think and Grow Rich, I was reading the chapter. This is proper. This is how you annotate books, by the way, guys. Got all of the lessons, all of the key lessons. And then we got all of the chapters here. The mystery of sex transmutation. Let me just find something key that really does stick to me. And shows me like, it's just funny. I'm not even going to bother because I'm going to waste time looking for it. It is just funny how I've got myself into the position where I have been away from lust. I haven't given into lust in a few weeks. And that chapter comes across. And what does it do? It backs me up. It backs me up of what my subconscious mind is already doing, which gives me confidence and fuel to carry on the journey of not giving into lust. But anyway, that is a recap on today. It is 7:45 on Monday, and at some point I'm going to be ticking off Monday. So yeah, let's see how tomorrow brings us. And just quickly, by me procrastinating, oh shit, yeah, I give up. Boy, am I glad to be finished with that. Right now it is 1:49. Well, let's call it 10 to 2. Market's open in 40 minutes. And yeah, I have just practically read or finished off Think and Grow Rich. Now, I'm a pretty organized person, and I'm not too good of a learner. Like, it takes me quite a bit to understand something, which means that repetition is king for me. Like, as much as that's true for most other people, I really do find it difficult to learn stuff. So the more I look at something and the more I do something, the better it sticks with me. And the way that I read is, so I read with the audiobook on, because the more senses, some game for you guys, the more senses that are introduced whilst you're learning something, the 5 senses are speaking, hearing, seeing, feeling, and and reading. I'm pretty sure. And I use as much of them as possible when I'm reading. So that means that I'm repeating what I'm doing quite a lot. So I've got the audiobook on in the background whilst I'm reading. That's 2 already. And then the first time I read a chapter, I'll just read through it. I'll read through it till the end or whatever. And then I'll read it again with the audiobook. And on the second time, I'll start highlighting and taking notes. And then once I've finished that, I will put a little description down. So where is it? There's imagination. So I will put a description down of the highlighted stuff, which means that instead of me having to read the whole chapter again, all that I have to do is look at the post-it note, which simplifies things a lot and helps me get in my repetition more, because you really need to make stuff easy. If you want to imprint a habit into yourself, you need to make it easy. And what's easier than reading a whole chapter is just looking at a post-it note. That was a bit of backtrack. But yeah, flipping hell, I have finished the book. I started this book about 15 days ago. I've read this book before, but yeah, man, if if you guys watching this could learn anything, buy Think and Grow Rich, because it will just transform your thoughts. Like the first time I read it was my introduction to like entrepreneurship, and not even entrepreneurship, to just trading in general. And it took me about a year to get through it because I didn't have desire. I didn't have persistence. I didn't understand how to learn properly. And going from it taking me a year to read it to less than 3 weeks, mad thing, mad thing. But anyway, if you guys have watched the other vlogs, you will understand how much I've been like craving. I've been craving dopamine. I've been craving just getting that sense of accomplishment when realistically it means nothing from going on TikTok. What happens when you go on TikTok? You get to see your notifications list. You get to see how many people have followed you, how many people have liked your posts, how many people have commented. All of this is a bubble of dopamine. And I understand that as soon as I open that app, it has an 100% chance of impacting the rest of my day than if I don't open the app. So I try and delay it as much as possible. I'm not going to film myself like reacting to looking at TikTok because I don't know if I've blown up on a TikTok. I don't care if I've blown up on a TikTok, like realistically. Yeah, but anyway, markets open in what? Markets open in about 40 minutes. Come on, man. Oh yeah, we'll just look at this. Markets open in 35 minutes, and yeah, I'm going in with the anticipation that I'm following my rules. That's it. I'm only going to follow my rules, and if my setup ain't there and I don't like price action, then I'll hop off, because I'm not going to put myself in an environment where I'm susceptible to just lose progression. Here we are. So we currently have taken one trade so far all the way up there and got stopped out. So we're in the second one now, and yeah, let's see what happens. If it gets stopped to break even, oh my god, I just got edged again. I mean, wow. I've ended up getting a re-entry, and gosh, I mean, as soon as I pull out the camera, I'd actually laugh if this just went straight to break even. But yeah, man, we're back again, and price is delivering to the upside. It seems. I'm not going to say it will, but it seems it will. It's showing signs of it, but right now I think we're just going to get stopped to break even because price is being a bitch. Like, 2 break evens in a day, you taking the piss. Bro, it's literally, yeah. You're taking the piss. Yeah, it's a joke. Oh yeah, that is an actual joke. Bro. Do I want to re-enter? I mean, fucking hell, it's literally just done a... It's Deacon destroyed me. It's Deacon destroyed me. Bro, you taking the piss? I just got fucking Seek and destroyed. Oh, fuck this, I'm getting a re-entry.
Order filled.
Let me just do the calculations quickly. Well, no, it's 22, 25, yeah. 5 minute rejected. 1 minute, we're going sky high. Yes has already taken it. Yes has already taken the high. Let's see if NQ can deliver, though. Bro,
I swear to God. 3 fucking break evens. You taking a piss, bro. Not even 3. This will probably just get stopped out because it's a little cunt, mate. That's a 15-minute gap. I didn't see that. Well, that's what happens sometimes, you know. You just get absolutely shebanged in every angle. Crazy that. Crazy. Let's see what I go on for this though. Bro, I mean, look at us. We are literally gliding. Come on, mate. Let's just get there, pal. Let's just get there. Come on, mate. Bro. You kidding? You kidding? 5-minute chart. We're gonna break what 5-minute structure. Let's see what I go on. Swear down. Bro.
Order filled.
Ah! Meow. There we go. Ah! That's what we were waiting for all day, mate. That is called precision. And funny enough, it took me 4 trades to get to max profit, but fuck, man. Fuck! You see, that is the kind of trade that you want to be taking on the Express. Let's just do some basic analysis here. Guys who think that price is going to retrace to equilibrium of the range and this 4-hour gap, that is the exact reason why you got stopped out. Now, taking us back to about, I don't know, maybe like 3 weeks ago, when I was still getting payouts, I would have taken that trade to the downside if I was on I would have taken that trade to a downside if I was on an evaluation. But now I understand what a rejection block is. Buddy, a rejection block. You can see this insane leg to the upside and you can see this wick. Look at how that wick is holding, and you're telling me that we ain't going to manipulate Joey's into selling the market when we're actually going up. Like, come on now, man. Come on now. We have literally got like a quintuple top here. We've got a bunch of inside low resistance liquidity here. We've got a triple top on ES. Like, bro, cannot be simpler than that. It can't be. I mean, god damn, was that difficult. 2 break evens. 1 loss, 2 break evens. You kidding me? But hey ho, I mean, I got edged, and then I got seek and destroyed, and then I got take profit. So I'm not here to complain. I follow my bias and I follow my rules as a whole. Like, it's an evaluation. It's not the fact that I don't have any rules, but I'm high risk in this because I don't give a shit about these accounts. So that is done. Yeah. So on the list for today to do, we've got 60 minutes reading, build good trading habits. We've done that. Now we need to do a YouTube video and a 2-time short form video. So we still got the day ahead of us. So yeah. So as you guys will know, wait, let me get him in the video. My piggy. Right, so as you guys know, we've had a nice little day today on the markets, and on top of having a good day on the markets, it makes it so much easier to get out content. And I'm just saying, okay, wait, 1 second. Let me feed them. Give me a sec. Okay. There you go. Okay, so as I said, it is a double whammy. When I have a good day on the market, it's not saying I need one, because I can still get content in if I don't trade or I hit a loss on the day. Like, yeah, man, it is so easy to get content out. Not because I'm in a good mood, but because, bro, it's just flipping easy, you know? And unfortunately, I couldn't have a smoothie today because I hadn't got any milk. So I might go and get some milk now. Here it is, my empty smoothie. But anyway, yeah, today is going fucking great. Excuse my swearing, but man, today is just, it's nice. And if you have watched through till this point, I know this is probably, it's a Tuesday for me. Like, I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm trying to show you what it actually looks like on the come up. I'm trying to show you what it looks like when you're just putting in the work every single hour of the day. I'm lying. Every single day I'm putting in the work, whether it's not every hour of the day, it doesn't matter. I'm trying my hardest. I'm lying. I'm not trying my hardest, but I'm putting in the work that needs to be put in. So, excuse me if this room is boring. Excuse me if every single clip is filmed at this desk. But this is the raw reality of my life. Like, at this stage in my life, I'm putting in the work every single day. I'm getting out content. I'm learning from books. I'm trading. And I'm doing all of this shit all from this chair that cost me 160 quid at this time in my life. Now look, I'm not gonna say what's gonna be going on in 3 months or 4 months or 6 months or a year. I know that change will be made when it needs to be made and when the opportunity presents itself. But up until that time, I'm just gonna be seat planted here, putting in the work daily. So that's a little recap of how my teenagehood's going so far. So yeah, today has just been, it's been a good day. For you, man. All right, yeah, it is 6:06, and I've literally just done practically everything I need to do for the day. Well, I have done everything I need to do. I've done my reading, I built good trading habits, my YouTube video, and my 2 YouTube shorts. I just need to complete my cheat sheet for Atomic Habits and Think and Grow Rich, and I'm kneeling down right now because the pokey has taken my seat, and I'm a bit bored of sitting in that seat all day. So all that I need to do now is yeah, 7.4k steps. That means I need to walk 2 kilometers. I need to walk 2 kilometers to get to my 10k steps goal. And then, yeah, boys, I mean, I'm gonna edit a few clips of today's footage and call it a day. Ended it too fast before I could say, my phone has been locked in the car outside for the past 2.5 hours. Have I thought about it once? Nope. Have I got distracted by it once? Nope. Have I had the urge to go on anything? Nope. Now, me not urging to go onto like TikTok or YouTube or whatever is all because I'm just immersed in finishing the task that I've got to do in hand. Like, as said, This took me like 2 hours to do. And when you've got a task that means something to you, that has got a really good high ROI on it, then you need to be fully like locked in, bro. You need to be locked in so that you don't have to return back to that task because you've done it in an insufficient way. If you know what I mean, like an example is last time I read this book, I didn't take notes. That means I have to come back to it and take more notes. I did it insufficiently the first time, so the second time I learned from my mistakes, and I've got it all here now. So enough of the motivational talk. Yeah, I'll catch you in a bit. Right, so it is 3:40 and we just blew each of the accounts. Here they are. Rule break notification. I mean, did I break my rules? Not really. Like, this is how I naturally trade combines. Because I don't care about them at the end of the day. I just want to pass them with ease. Like, obviously, hindsight, like looking back at it, it was a silly trade, the second one. Like, the first one, I'm comfortable taking that loss. And that was a loss for 760. And then I just lost. I just lost 1.2 on the second one. That was just stupid, honestly. I oversized hella. And I shouldn't have. And as you can see, I literally got stopped out like 10 seconds later, which is annoying. But like, yeah, it is what it is, man. Both of them were pretty valid setups. The first one was pretty silly looking back at it. But today, yeah, honestly, man, my fucking mouse broke. Well, no, actually, I broke my mouse because I was annoyed at it. But, bro, how have I stepped into market open having had the mouse working the whole day perfectly fine? The mouse was working fine. I stepped on the markets. The mouse starts bugging out, then it dies. Then I recharge it for like 10 minutes, then it bugs out, and I just end up crashing out and chucking it at the wall. At that time, by the way, I hadn't taken any losses. Like, I was just so pissed off with the fact that my mouse was screwing with me when it shouldn't have. So I ordered a new mouse anyway, but it's part of the learning curve, man. Like, I was already down 700 on the day. I had literally zero buffer in the account. I hadn't really got bread to play with, and that is why I lost instantly. Like, you can tell I'm managing it well. I don't really care. Other than the fact that it sets me back like a day or two, like, it is what it is, man. And yeah, honestly, the primal move today was catching longs. What happens here when I try and when I'm like waiting for longs? My mouse dies. No, sorry. What happens here when I'm waiting for longs? My mouse dies. What happens here when I'm recharging it? My mouse bugs out, so I decide to not even enter. And look, man, I mean, I just got to take it on the chin. Like, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I can't do shit about it. But yeah, new mouse is coming tomorrow. God damn it, man. That is what volume trading looks like, mate. So we ended up resetting each of the accounts because, yeah, we got a free reset. Shit. I mean, I've got the video on my phone anyway. I might post it, but yeah, man, that is volume trading. Now, the problem with this trade is the fact that it's make or break. High volume. We were edging towards buy side, and that's why I bought. And I won because I got in the highest amount of volatility time towards the most confident draw on liquidity. So today was, I'd say we built good habits. I mean, we didn't exactly build bad ones. Like, these are evals. I didn't exactly trade 10 times. I just oversized a bit because I'm allowed to. It's an evaluation. So yeah, that's today's trading done. And yeah, man, I mean, content today is going to be a struggle. TikTok is calm, but YouTube is not because I don't have a working mouse. So Let's see how that goes.
Evals, man, they get me bugging out for real. 3 trades taken today, and they were all on 50 macros. I know I said I wasn't going to, but bro, these setups were like, they were my setup, and they were good, innit? And if you guys don't know how I trade these evals, bro, I'm gonna start just trading like 15 second, because bro, that's just how I naturally trade them. That's how I like to trade them. So we took 3 trades today, and yeah, it is. I've been on the markets for the past like 50 minutes. So we watched this. We watched that entire leg up to the upside, and then cool. So at this point, we're holding a high time frame S&T with ES and a low time frame S&T with ES. We filled the 4 hour for value gap. Now we have inversed 1 minute. We've inversed a 1 minute for value gap. We're holding the 1 minute for value gap. We've rejected CE of this rejection block up here. And we've got triple 15-second lows plus a 5 minute for value gap. So cool, I enter short after seeing this mad volume candle. Like, this is on the 5 second now. This is on the 5 second. I should have been on the 5 second originally, but regardless, boys, you never would have guessed what happened. I got fucking edged again. 3 ticks. I mean, recently it's just shown me how precisely you need to place your take profit, because look at that, taps into the 5 minute for value gap, 1 tick in, bunch of order, there was a bunch of take profits here and a bunch of buy limits here, so that as soon as price traded back to it, it would just trade up again, and that's what happened. I got edged by 3 ticks. 3 ticks, boys. So cool. I was going to give up there because I was getting emotional. But here we are. Here comes trade number 2. We have completely inversed. So we've already broken 1 minute structure to the downside. We're still holding all of these high time frame confluences. And we have inverted all of these gaps, which tells us internally we're bearish. We're going to the downside. So cool. I'm waiting for a rejection at OTE of the range. Now, I'm not going to be an idiot like I usually am, or like I usually was. I'm not an idiot anymore. I know how to trade. I'm not going to sell here after these gaps get inversed. I'm going to wait till OTE of the range gets hit. So cool, we tap into 0.5, we see a small rejection, and then we create an internal 1 minute S&T with ES. And here we're holding 0.62 of the range. So cool. I'm like, this is really low. This is really low. This is a really low risk trade, because I'm going in with 20 cons. My stop loss is going to be at the top. So the worst that can happen is I lose $540, and our take profit will just be down here because we've got 15-minute low plus this 15-minute low here. So all right, I enter in. I see us push higher, and then I see us just wick it. So I'm like, cool, I'm going to reduce my risk. I reduce my risk. And I get stopped to the tick. I got stopped by 2 ticks. So cool. We've still got 2 15-minute lows resting, and we are respecting bearish order flow. We're respecting internal bearish order flow. We're disrespecting every single sign of bullish order flow. Hence why we've got a 1 minute for value gap here. We inverse it. Hence why we have closure below these internal candles, and we create a for value gap. So cool. I'm like, fuck it. We're in a high volume market. We can already see that. Like, trade number 1 that I got into, high volume. Trade number 2 that I got into, high volume. Trade number 3 I got into, high volume. What do? We tap into 50% of the range whilst rejecting
this 1 minute, all of these inverses inside this, plus rejecting this fair value gap, 15-minute low, 15-minute low, bang. We fucking get them. We get them, bitches. And as you can see, I hope that is a good video. If you don't like it, check out the 23rd of October's trade recap, because it will be in that video. But man, those were good trades. I practically had an 100% win rate if I wasn't a silly bastard. But I'm not here to just be like, oh my gosh, I lost that trade by ticks, and oh my gosh. I'm here to learn from my mistakes and implement the lessons into the next trades. And that is exactly what I did. I got stopped by 3 ticks. I had a good take profit the next trade. I then ended up moving my stops to break even. I moved my stops to reduce risk way too quickly. And I took a loss. And then I made it all back in 1 win. So it's like, it's been a cushy day, lads. It's been a cushy day, to say the least. Have we been on TikTok? Nope. Have we been on YouTube? Nope. The discipline is finally paying off. And yeah, I mean, just a little conclusion to that trading session. I think it is best for me to just be trading 15-second. 1 minute, 15-minute max, especially on these evals, by the way. Because look, every single move, okay, no ego involved. 90% of the trades I take, the direction is right. It's just whether I like mess up mentally or put my stops in a silly place or whatever. That's the only thing that screws me, really. I've got the stats to prove it. The 2 trades I took this morning before I got my win prove it. I'm 90% right with my directional bias. And if I align 50 micros, aka full porting the whole account, on the trades that I'm confident with, 9 out of 10 of those trades, I'm gonna win. So it's like, on top of my confidence getting built, it just backs my skill already. I understand how to trade, and I do not give a shit about the evals. That's why I just pass them with ease. So it's been a good day. I mean, I've had these accounts for less than 24 hours, and we've practically passed them. So yeah, boys, it's always about the objectives. I went in with the objective of only taking my setup and not taking a setup with 15 micros. I saw opportunity present itself with volume. I did take it with micros, but all of them were A-star setups. No joke, all of these were A-star setups. So just got to make content now, which will be simple as, and then, yeah, we are building momentum. We are building momentum again. We had 3 off days. Remember, lust has not been in my life since about this weekend. Nicotine hasn't been in my life since that weekend. We got 26 out of 31 days, 1% improvement in August. We've already lost 3 days. We're not losing any more, boys. The momentum is here. I am cooked. 5:39. Think and Grow Rich is finished. The final chapter is complete, and I had to make a few edits to the cheat sheet, but yeah, man, we're finished with the cheat sheet now. Finished with the book. Mouse has arrived. Yeah, man, I'm tired, but we're gonna persevere through the tiredness. No way am I cracking open Atomic Habits. I will finish all of that tomorrow. Now, all that I've got to do for the rest of the day is post 3 short form content videos. I've got to print off the cheat sheet, go on a 20-minute walk, and log the trades that I took today in my journal. So yeah, man, I mean, today's gone good. Today's gone good. We got that 1% improvement in everything. But as we all know, I am flipping tired, so I'm going to use the last of my willpower to burn through all of this stuff. Okay. It is 2:15 on Friday. That is the stopwatch I set for how long my phone was locked in the car without me touching it. And I only picked it up because I had to go to the post office to send something and I had the QR code on my phone. But other than that, today has been cushy. I mean, getting up wasn't difficult. Like, with me, I'm just so driven and motivated, and whether I'm not motivated, well, it doesn't really matter if I'm not motivated. I'll get up anyway. Like, I get in bed to sleep. That is it. Like, hands down. I lie down in that bed. Within 4 minutes, I'm sleeping. When I wake up, within 1 minute, I get up. Nothing in between other than sleep. In the daytime, when I have like a 10 or 15 minute nap, I get in there. It takes me 2 minutes to fall asleep. Then my alarm goes off to wake me up, and I get out of bed. So this morning, I don't know, I just felt a bit weird. I don't know what it was, honestly. And I'm not going to blame anything because then I'm going to use it as my alibi. So if I don't give it any thought and I just ignore the fact that I was a bit tired this morning, then everything's all right. But yeah, as we saw, it is 2:15, 2:15. Right here is the Atomic Habits cheat sheet. Here's the book. I'm just getting the notes out. It wasn't as organized as Think and Grow Rich, so it's been not the easiest in comparison to just having a bunch of paper. What do you call them? Post-it notes. In comparison to not having any post-it notes, it is a bit harder, but I don't really care because I'm gonna do it anyway. So there's no point in complaining. Markets today. Markets. It's obviously CPI. I don't actually know if it is. Let me just check. I'm pretty sure it is. And it is really unfortunate because as soon as it says something about them. Did CPI data get released today? No, don't want the UK's. 45 minutes ago. Consumer data for price September is being released later. Okay. Well, anyway, I don't want to trade today, but I'm literally just gonna pass these accounts. As we all know, I need $105 to pass each of the accounts, so that ain't gonna be difficult. I'll literally just do a little scalping thing and then I'll just log off for the day because whether it is or isn't CPI, it's gonna affect the markets because people will be wary and shit, and I'm not for that stuff. I don't trade CPI originally because you have more of a probability of price being bad than good. So I'm not gonna put myself in a position like that. So I will see you after the markets. And yeah, I'm gonna bang out content this afternoon. So yes. Fucking great, mate. I mean, I'm just fucking pissed and I'm fucking just blew all of the fucking accounts. I needed $60 to pass them. $60 fucking dollars. I just threw them all in the bin. honestly, the last thing I want to do right now, the thing that I want to do most right now, is just fucking rage. So, let's do it. We got a broken mouse here. I'm never gonna fucking quit this shit, but mate, this is just a fucking wake up call. Like, why the fuck do you do this to yourself? I literally needed $55 fucking to pass, and I just throw the fucking accounts in the bin. $12 accounts I've blown in the past 8 days. I don't give a shit about the money. Bro, it's the fact that I always fucking do the same shit. I have literally just thrown this shit in the fucking bin again. Again and again and again. This whole fucking week has been building good habits. What happens on the Friday? You just have to fuck it up. You just have to fuck it up because you just want the money. You just want to pass the account. And it never fucking works. I can't even with this shit. I can't even do it. You step into the fucking week trying to build good habits, and this is the result of it. There's another new mouse gone in the bin. I mean, fucking hell! How long does it take? It takes as long as you make it take. I'm not trying to act up for the camera. You've literally just seen what's happened. I've done this shit week in, week out. I know how to trade, so why the fuck don't you do it? It's because you're doing the wrong systems. I literally read these fucking books to prevent this shit from happening, and what happens? We just fucking make the mistake again. Mate, I needed $55 fucking to pass. What's that? Account blown. Leader +3. Blown. I'm not going to say I give up because I don't fucking give up, but mate, this is just so fucking depressing. I literally go in... I'm not even going to say what I do because it's like, I already fucking know. All that I want to do right now is fucking break something because this is how I feel, like, mate. It's so fucking stupid that you do this to yourself. You know what? Let's fucking have round 2, mate. I'm not gonna fucking cry, but mate. Do you know how fucking off-putting this shit is? I got those accounts. I blew 4 accounts by doing what I usually do on combines. I regain my steps. I get them to about 99% passed. I needed 1 fucking percent to pass. And I fucked shit up. I'm not doing this shit anymore. I'm not taking a break from trading. I know how to fucking trade. I said I wasn't going to step in on this morning other than trying to get that $100. Look at where it's fucking landed me. Look. And now my whole day is just fucked because I don't want to do shit because I've already fucked it up. How can you build good habits if you've already fucking broken them all? What were we looking to do this October? Getting a clean streak. What do? We get emotional on that day. We manage it well, and then we get emotional on that day as well. Fucking cunts. It's just so fucking stupid. You know how retarded I am right now? I know how to trade. I know my mistakes. I know how to avoid them, and I still fucking make them. Retarded. This is going to be one long clip because, man, do I need to just take into account what I've just done. Oh, that's nice. Just got an email saying I broke the rules. My drive is gone. My motivation is gone. What happens when you lose once and you understand what you did wrong? You learn the lesson and you don't fucking make the mistake again. What happens the second time? It's like all of the clips before this. I'm in a great mood. I'm fucking motivated. I know what I've got to do next. That motivation is just gone. I just feel like fucking shit right now, mate. I feel like fucking shit. I climbed to the top of one mountain. And I know exactly what it takes to get to the next, and it's just like fucking hell. It's fucking pathetic. It is completely fucking pathetic. I mean, hey, this is literally this is literally the reality of knowing what you should do and not doing them. It is a fucking joke. It is a fucking joke. I'm just throwing money in the bin. I'm throwing time in the bin. and I'm just making the same mistakes. Fucking pathetic, mate. Fucking pathetic. That's gonna be a fucking wrap on the day, mate. I'm not filming anymore. Honestly, that's just karma. I'm trying to edit this. I'm making a video. Look at this. You seeing that? You seeing that right there? 53. Oh, that is hilarious. I passed the account and then I just threw it in the bin. Yeah, as you can see, I have recovered swiftly. I mean, it was always going to be like a 15-minute emotional blast, and then I would come back to realization about my mistakes, and that is... it sets me back a few days. That's all that I can say. Like, yeah, I might be emotional for the first like 20 minutes after it's happened, but bro, this is what divides the winners from the losers. I've lost for almost a month straight, and I'm not gonna quit. That's where I'm gonna come out on top eventually. So honestly, the goal was this week from the start, if I built good trading habits, I could order a pizza, and I ordered that shit because I feel like crap. So I don't even care, honestly, mate. Honestly, I do not even care. I'm editing the video. I've already posted 2 TikToks. I got this thing up because it's like, I don't know, it just gives me something to watch, you know? But yeah, boys, I mean, tough times don't last. I can see it. I can see the path out. I'm so close. And today was just a wake-up call. Oh my. That is nice. Editing the video. Got some ting on here. Yeah, man, I mean, I deserve every result that I got. And you know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna try and dispute the accounts. Because I understand that if your account goes below 0 at any point, then it is automatically closed. So why wouldn't the rule be the exact same for passing the account? So let's see what I got. I can't imagine it will work, but if it does, then there's all to gain. I mean, it's been a second since I picked up the cam. It is 11:35. Order's been delivered. Got a little Mackey's here, and yeah, it's silly that I bought Mackey's, but I did it because I just feel like fucking shit, and I'm expecting McDonald's to make me feel better, but it's not going to. It's not going to. It's pathetic, the loop that I've been going around for the past 36 hours. Okay. Yeah, absolutely pathetic. If I show you the screen time, it is embarrassing. Embarrassing, mate. Yesterday, 10 hours, 14 minutes, 8 hours, 24 doom scrolling. Today, 5 hours, 26, 5 hours on TikTok. Today, the biggest lesson that I learned, this weekend, the biggest lesson that I learned is, yeah, momentum builds. If I do well on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I'm most likely to do well on Thursday. But if I do badly, the only thing that can affect my days in a week is trading. That's it. I wiped out all of the week's progress on Friday. All that I had to do was get one good day. I didn't need to pass my funded. I just needed to make that 1% improvement, and bang, I lost it. I crashed out and I lost it. I lost my progress. And what did that mean? That meant that I just sacked off this entire weekend. All because I couldn't make some rational decisions for 15 minutes. So lesson learned, man. I'm never going to feel like that bad on a Friday again. Because I've had it before. I've noticed before. And many traders probably have had the same issue as me. Friday is the most susceptible, is the most damaging day to trade on. Because you can lose your whole week's progress if you make bad decisions. I'm the pure example of that. So, yeah. Next time, I know I can say all of this next time shit. I'm never going to fuck up a Friday again because I understand how much progress it costs me. It costs me Friday's progress, it costs me Saturday's progress, and the potential of Sundays. I crashed out yesterday. Look at all of my food. Well, funnily enough, the timing aligned fucking great. I'm fed up with being on a cut, so I've quit the cut, and that's not why I've got Mackey's, but I stopped my cut because it was just going on way too long, and I was never going to get the progress that I actually wanted. So yeah, cut is over, which is all right. I can handle that. But the problem mainly is I'm taking this week off. I'm taking this week off training. Now, usually I go to the gym. Usually I go to the gym at 8. I leave at 8 and I get back at 10. I leave at 8, I get back at 10. Now, what I'm thinking is I'll probably just leave at 8:15 because I'm not going to do any training. It doesn't mean I can't go to the gym. I'm going to be leaving at 8:15, and then I'm going to, because it's a 3-mile walk, so I'll get there at 9:10, go to the sauna, go to the steam room, and then I'll get the exact same bus that I would usually get home, and I'll get back at the same time. And it just means that without me putting stress on my upper body, because I only really train upper body, I can have that well-needed rest from the gym so that I can start on the 3rd of November again. So yeah, this weekend has just been an absolute monstrosity, and I can't let it happen again, so I'll see you in the recap.
Honestly, I literally just filmed a 12-minute video of me doing this now. I'm grateful that I didn't film a 30-minute video doing this, but yeah, it's not a good feeling doing that. But anyway, currently it is 8:10, 8:10 p.m, and just a little reflection of how this weekend's gone. I know in the last clip it was some random stuff about me getting a Mackey's or whatever, but here is the final results of my weekly time spent on TikTok. This week I've spent 30 hours on TikTok. Let me get a good picture, good thing of this. Yesterday I spent 10 hours on my phone, 8.5 on TikTok. Today I spent 9 hours 40 on TikTok, on my phone. 8.5 hours sleep, 8.5 hours on TikTok. That is abysmal, mate. That is abysmal. That is the exact reason why I hopped off the app. And you just gotta pinpoint exactly how you get into these situations. You know how I got into the situation where I was watching TikTok for the majority of my weekend, how I was just miserably doom scrolling, getting nothing productive done. It was due to me messing up probably my biggest goal of the week, to get a 1% improvement daily on the markets. Now, I've got to the point where I can manage my emotions a lot better. As you guys would have seen, lust hasn't been a part of my life almost in the past 30 days. It's almost been 30 days. Nicotine as well, almost 30 days. And I've been able to control my mind a lot more now. just quickly dating back to how I used to manage bad trading days. I used to manage bad trading days by just, and it was almost like a punishment ritual. And if I did, I had to buy a vape as well. So it's a triple whammy. If you do bad on the markets, you have to and if you go then you have to buy a vape. So you get the worst of you get the worst of three worlds if you make that one bad decision. And I have matured into understanding that that is a terrible way of dealing with stuff, because as well as the fact that you become addicted to whatever, like I've never, in the past year or so, I've not been addicted to but vapes I have been addicted to. And what happens when you're addicted to something? When you stop doing it, you want to relapse. I've been pushing away lust and pushing away nicotine for the past 30 days, and it has been hard at times, but I understood that if I persevered, if I just killed the feeling of wanting to do it in my head for just that hour, then I could survive that day. And then I wouldn't get that feeling for another few days. And if I delayed that, and if I eliminated the feeling from Tuesday at, say, 1 p.m, then it wouldn't come back till Sunday at 12 a.m. And it's like, you just got to push through and push through and push through. And eventually, you will break through the gap, and it will become your norm to just naturally not do this stuff. I don't want to vape. I'm not a vapor, so I haven't vaped. I'm not a wanker. I haven't wanked, so I'm not going to wank. And it's like, yeah, man, these are special times right now with no weird shit. Like on my TikTok For You page, like something good that I've got out of it is getting these videos where it's like, just a bit of cosplay right now. It's like, I can't even think about what these videos were on, but it's like, just don't do it, because it does nothing for you. And I've known this for a long time, and finally my discipline kicked in, and I didn't have the motivation to, I'm waffling. Let's get into the week's recap. So we set out with the task of doing 6 YouTube videos, 6 YouTube videos, 6 long form videos, 15 short form videos, 6 chapters reading or whatever, and then build good trading habits. Now let's start off with the content. This vlog that I'm posting right now will be the 6th YouTube video. So cool, we got that. And then we got the flipping 15 short form content videos. We didn't do that. We posted 12 TikToks and 11 YouTube shorts. Now I've posted 11 YouTube shorts with the goal of 15 for the past 3 weeks in a row. That shows that my goals are not wrong. It shows that my systems are wrong. The way that the inputs that I put in and the ways that I am able to input the inputs is wrong. So I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out what I am doing wrong to not be getting out the amount of content that I should be getting out. So cool. Short form content, no. We have not completed that goal. We finished Think and Grow Rich. We finished this in less than 3 weeks. Took me 19 days to read that book. And let's just say I read it once. I realistically, I read it 3 times, because I read every chapter 3 times to imprint it in my brain. But anyway, off topic. So finally build good habits. We took 4 steps forward, and then we took 4 steps back. We took 1 step forward on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then we wiped the slate clean and took 4 steps back on Friday. Now, every single failure brings with it
the lesson of an equivalent advantage? I think that is the phrase. And you know what's good about having a cheat sheet? It means that I can find this quote instantly. Yeah? Got my cheat sheet here. Every failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. I needed $100. I needed $50 at some point to pass my account on Friday, to pass my 4 accounts that I ended up below. What can I take out of that day? What can I take out of the week? I can take out the fact that if you go into a trade with the expectation of needing to make money and the objective of needing to make money, if you get that money, you're not building good habits. And if you don't get money, then you shouldn't have even entered the trade in the first place. I full ported needing $40. I didn't have the correct stop loss, take profit in place. And on top of that, on the build up to getting to needing $50, I entered a trade that if I had have held it longer, not even held it longer, but if I had have just put the TP at the right place, I would have literally come out of that trade with 53k balance. And it's unacceptable, but it's not unacceptable. Every single failure brings with it the seed of an equivalent success. I failed and I felt so shit on Friday that I'm not going to feel like that again. I understand what it took to get to that spot and I'm not willing to put those actions in again. I got so bloody close and I am exactly where I need to be. I needed to make that loss so that I don't make that loss in the future. I needed to fill 12 accounts in the past 10 days to feel like, to understand the feeling of what it's like to not follow your rules, to not put in the inputs that exchange to the outputs. So do I feel bad? Yes. But am I going to persevere through? Yes. Have I felt bad before and given in to lust and nicotine? Yes. Am I going to do it again? No, because my mindset has changed. I control my brain. My brain doesn't control me. That's another thing you guys need to work on. If you're watching till this point in the video, then bloody hell have you done well. Give yourself a pat on the back, and that's not for my sake. That's not because I want a good retention on my video. That's because you've actually proven to yourself that you can push through. This video might have gotten boring, but you might have gotten some game out of it. And I hope you did, because I'm probably in the same position as you. I might be a bit further along the line. I mean, all of the successful guys, they ain't going to be looking at this kind of video. They're not going to get anything from it, but people who are aspiring to be in my shoes, who are further behind in the path that I'm in on, then great. And I hope you do gain something from this other than wasting your time and mentally masturbating. So before I wrap up the video, as we all know, I finished Think and Grow Rich. This is the next book. This is what I'm going to start this week. The Power of Positive Thinking. Now, I found this book online, as most people do nowadays. They just find these books from successful people, whether it be you getting thumbnail baited or hooked in on videos saying like these 10 books changed my life and these 3 books will make me the most successful. I heard of The Power of Positive Thinking by Steve Harvey, that Black Don, who has a podcast or whatever. Was it like a TV show? And yeah, it just hit home because I've never really been that extremely positive guy. I've always had that kind of negative chip on my shoulder. And I'm not trying to be that guy who's like, oh my gosh, positive energy and all of that kind of bollocks, but it can help me a lot more than it can't. And I have got the time to spend on gaining some expertise and something that can really transform my life, because thinking positively has a drastic difference I can already feel. And I haven't even read the book, so yeah. Next week's plans will be 6 YouTube videos as usual. 6 chapters of Power of Positive Thinking, 15 YouTube shorts, and build good trading habits. Now, building good trading habits will be hard and it won't be hard at the same time. Now, I say that because it's hard in the moment when you forget about everything that when you forget about your objectives. Not saying that I will let myself forget, but when you forget about your objectives, whether it be you saying something like you'll give someone 12 grand if you don't take a trade, and then you get hooked in the markets, you're looking at candlesticks and now you just want to take a trade. Or yeah, I don't even know why I said that analogy, but it will be hard and it won't be hard because I've had the market experience. I felt like utter crap for the last few weeks because I've just been making the mistakes that I need to make to not make them in the position that I'm in now. Hopefully that makes sense. That it won't be hard in the sense that I understand every single bad fork in the road that I can take that can mess me up badly. So I won't take those risks. I won't take those risks that I don't need to take. And yeah, man, so we got, just going over it one more time, 6 YouTube videos, 15 short form content videos, 6 chapters of positive thinking, the power of positive thinking, and build good trading habits. Now, in the next week, I'm having a week off of weight training. So instead of me leaving the house at 8 a.m. and getting home at 10, I'm going to be leaving the house at 8:15 a.m. I'm going to be walking to the gym, which is a 3-mile walk. It's about 5,500 meters, which takes me about, 55 minutes. So I'm going to get to the gym, I'm going to go to the shower. I'm going to go to the sauna and the steam room. And then I'm literally just going to get the same bus home and get home at the same time, just so that I still take that time out of my day so that I don't just feel like crap. Because if I don't work out, then I do kind of feel bad, and I resort to old habits to kind of fill my time in. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to settle for less. I'm not going to give in to mediocrity. And I'm just going to push through the pain because I know it won't be the easiest of weeks. But it's about rebuilding the habits it's about rekindling the small regressional steps that I took. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you got some gain from it. I hope you didn't just mentally masturbate. And I'm pretty sure I've said what needs to be said. I will see you next week. Gracias.